To the couch, you got yours truly, the man you're looking for, the man right here itself. How wild looked at me. And you got Big Worm on the end, and we got Big Walt and Gamble, number one Razorback fan in the house with us.
Got him.
No, Landon Jackson, he's on his way. The weather kind of got him, but he should be here any second now. But real quick, hey, I want to know. We had early signing day yesterday, and I came across this video by Plies, and he was speaking on a kid that was had all the measurables. He pretty much checked all the box. Education, because I think he was almost going to go to an Ivy school. But he was one hell of a football player, and Plies couldn't understand why this particular kid wasn't being recruited. He played in somewhere in Florida. I'm not sure it's South Florida or the rest of it don't matter to me. But the kid ended up getting his first D1 offer just the other day to Kansas State. So that's where he committed. That's where he's going.
So,
but the message Plies had to say was a pretty dope message. So Donovan, if you would go ahead and play that video.
He ended up receiving an offer yesterday from Kansas State University, another phenomenal program. And I just think his story got a lot of substance in it. And it's a great example for other high school student athletes as well as parents of high school student athletes. A lot of times you can get caught up in the noise, what I like to call it, and basing your timeline on someone else's timeline, or basing your blessings on someone else's blessings. And a lot of times when you're not receiving things that you feel like you're well deserving of, it's not mean it's not gonna happen. It just means a lot of times, in my opinion, God is seeing how much you're gonna trust and believe in him. He just testing you, really. He just seeing how much you're gonna trust and believe in him, or if you're gonna jump ship and abandon the process. And in this case, I feel like this kid, he didn't rush the process, he trusted the process. And I just think sometimes the delayed blessings is just in your life to see how much you're gonna trust and believe in the process. So I say all that to say this. I seen another phenomenal woman by the name of Latoya Fry who tweeted, a delay isn't a denial. And that's sometimes we get that confused. A delay is not a denial. So for all the high school athletes and the parents of the high school athletes, stop basing your timeline and your path off someone else's. Continue to trust in the process and not rush the process, and continue to put your hard hat on every day and continue to go to work. Double salute to Trav. Proud of you. Followed my last week.
that's what's up.
I think that was a good message for a whole lot of people to hear, because a lot of people, when it comes to this recruiting stuff, they may or may not get discouraged because they may feel like what they deserve, what they should be getting, they're not getting. And I do believe they forget about it. There is a process, and you just gotta be patient. And I always say, what's meant for you, the Lord gonna give it to you. If you don't get it, because it wasn't meant for you. So for all you guys and parents that's going through the process of getting recruited or hope you get recruit. Hey, just trust the process. What's meant for you is meant for you. And if you don't get it, hey, there's always another lane that probably was meant for you from the get-go.
Yep.
So you just got to go with it.
Thanks. I agree. Still,
I'm sure Landon will be here
Yeah.
pretty soon. So, but and I just thought that was a real good message to share. The fact that this is recruiting time, and I'm sure there's a whole lot of seniors right now that may be getting discouraged,
right?
because for one, they may not have signed yesterday, which they still have a long period of time because a national signing day is in
Right.
February. But everybody has this deal they want right now.
Yeah, you can sign after that. You can sign after the national talent.
They want right now, right now, and right now might not be the time.
Right.
So anybody again, I advise a whole lot of people who feel like they got a kid that regardless if it's NAIA on up to D1,
Man,
to look at that message and take it in, because it may change the way you're going about looking at this stuff.
right.
So
Look at the quarterback at Georgia, man. The starter. Preferred walk on. It didn't work out for him. I mean, it didn't work out in the beginning like he wanted it to work out. He didn't get he had to go JUCO, then walked on at Georgia, and won the job. So his process was different, but it happened for him.
Yeah, I mean, what Baker was a walk on.
Yeah, left Texas Tech.
I think especially the high school kids more than anybody, the hype of it all is what's to me the worst thing, because I mean you should be focused on playing and getting what you got to get, because I know it's a couple kids around here didn't get them offers till late. Mm-hmm. Them late D1 offers probably didn't even. I've heard a lot of them didn't even get some of them till they were seniors. Towards the end of the senior season, that's why I said you just got to put your head down and grind.
Yeah, and the fact that all these NIL deals, man, this is for me it's a good thing for the players, but it's also finna take a college football, but will never be the same by taking your shit though at the same time. I mean, you talking about these young men if they don't have some of these guys may not make it to the NFL, but they got enough money to sit on.
Hey Foster, hey, you correct Cam Newton's journey, but that's not the journey I'm referring to. He actually made it
Made us,
to a D1 school.
Yeah.
His journey was it was altered by some things that he decided to do.
say it again.
But I'm not talking about kids that actually make it to college. I'm talking about somebody who's going through the recruiting process.
Right.
It's a whole different ball game.
Yeah.
Because because sometimes people can make it easy for you. Sometimes people can push and promote you, and sometimes people can sit back and let you do it all by yourself.
Right.
Which is kind of harder on the high school student to be able to have to push himself and put himself out there in the world and hope somebody looks at him, versus you have your own school, your high school, to promote you and push you.
Right.
So we're talking about a whole different ball game. If you got a high school behind you pushing you,
Right.
his contacts is going to be kind of a little bit more deeper than yours.
Right.
So but that's the nature of the game too.
Yeah,
some
it
schools
is.
push, some schools
Don't.
push certain kids, some schools let you go out there on your own.
Right. Some people some coaches have motive. Some coaches want to ride the motive of that kid, maybe moving to the next level. It's happened for years.
And I mean that's even from you. I mean, I know you got some places where you got kids that are great ball players, and then you got some kids that aren't as great as the others. But like you said, if you got a lot of them got to do it themselves, and they don't have the proper backing they need.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or the proper backing they should have. Especially for your kids, they're going out here and giving away their body every evening and getting banged up just like everybody else. But you got to keep going.
No doubt, you got to. I mean, because maybe that was part of your process. Maybe the plan of it was for you to do it on your own.
Right.
I truly believe that the Lord has a plan for every one of us. So just because just say for instance, I'm the same caliber player as my teammate, and my teammate is getting pushed and getting promoted by the coaches, and I'm not, and I'm just as good. Well, it may be your plan for you to do it on your own. It may be something bigger behind it.
Right.
So that's how I always look at things. It's always something good and in the dark. You just gotta look for it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, man, I wish Landon Jackson would hurry up and get here. But anyhow, man, while he get here, I see a lot of people in these comments talking about it. Let's go ahead and talk about it before he get here, because I didn't necessarily want to talk about it while he was here no way. Hey, Dumpin, give me a hand signal or something when you see him pull up.
Hey, Dom, you got an echo in your mic?
No, that's him.
Oh.
It's echoing. Something's up there. But anyhow, A lot of people is wanting to talk about what went down yesterday, and I can care less about what went down in all the other college football schools.
Right.
But what went down yesterday with Jackson State was tremendous for a HBCU school.
Right.
Sure.
In all the HBCU schools, because it starts with one school. I know I hear a lot of people giving this young man flack, saying he a fool for going there. Like, I don't see why he did it. For one, he got to pay a whole lot of money to go.
Number one.
For one, he got a whole lot of money, life-changing money.
Yeah, he did.
to go.
But you got to go to the league money.
But on top of that though, he. For one, he made a decision, just like everybody else that signed early yesterday, that had something on the table for the reason why they signed to a particular school.
Right.
Nobody is mentioning anything other than saying, like, oh, why they go there? That guy made a mistake. My question is, why is it okay for a student athlete to choose to go to the norms of the college football schools, and they don't get bashed or second guessed? But
Right.
the fact that he decided to take his talent to an HBCU school, that's gonna teach him more about himself than any other school will anyway. Why come it's a downward look on that choice of school? That's what I need to understand. That's what I want to understand. Like, why is people making a big? Because why is people should have been making a more so, not an outcry, but what should have been talking about was the NIL deal he signed,
Right.
not the school he chose to go to. But people want to talk about the school he's going to versus they letting the school of choice outweigh the deal he signed. I think he signed one of the highest deals that's ever been signed.
Yeah, I think so too.
Go on.
So that's what I would like to know. I want to know amongst the people that had something to say, because I love it. I love the fact that the youngsters decided to go to an HBCU school, and I hope a whole lot of others follow suit.
Well, what I saw on it, I saw a lot of people say, well, the only reason why he went to Jackson State was because of the NIL deal. But the thing with him is he might have not got that much, but he was going to get something close to it no matter where he went.
Yeah.
And my thing, what I didn't like about the whole situation was what do people say, unpopular opinion? Mm-hmm. It was an unpopular choice.
It didn't fit the trend.
It didn't fit the Me Too movement to me, because I see it like this. If he would have got that deal with anybody else, that deal would have never been spoke on. So now I feel like they're saying with his skill set, with him being the number one person, that's the only reason why he went there, was the money. And if it was just for the money, then that's his prerogative.
Oh yeah, but
it's
see,
his
the thing,
life.
that's the thing. If it was for the money, which I'm sure that played a big part in it.
I'm sure.
But at the end of the day, it was that young man's life decision, not nobody else's.
Why is it even a problem?
Yeah, no, again.
You know why it's a problem.
I know it's why it's a problem, but I want to know, why is that a problem? Why is it a problem that the fact that
Man.
because it wouldn't be no holler, no noise if he would have chose another school.
Not
but
at
since
all.
he chose Jackson State, which is a HBCU school,
Yep.
it's an issue.
Yeah. Bottom line, he got to get paid and getting coached by the best that ever do it at his position.
Right. But like I said earlier, the only downside I see on it is, did he hurt his draft stock?
No. How?
I don't think so.
How?
I mean, how many players are drafted in your draft every year?
It's not many, but here's the thing though. How many people? How many African Americans was playing in 1960 in college football, to where they was playing for the Bamas, where they were playing for the Texas and the Louisiana LSU's? It wasn't any. Somebody had to start something.
Right.
So that's how I look at it.
What the greats like Walter Payton did. Let me ask you a question, Walt, Donnie. He getting paid undisclosed $1.5 million a year. What does his draft status matter?
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, I understand that.
What does the draft status matter? He's a millionaire.
Yeah, but
before he leaves college.
But this is the thing though. This is the only thing I say about it. I think it's great he went. That's fine. But my thing is this: when his career is over at Jackson State and they go check that box list, the first thing they're gonna say, well, is he good enough to play? Because he never got he's never gonna get his true talent tested over there.
I'm gonna say this: just a few years ago, somebody got drafted in the first round from a Division 2 school. Division 2. Division 2 talent is nowhere near HBCU's type of SWAC talent. He got drafted in the first round. If you're good enough in college football, if you're good enough, regardless where you at, they're gonna find you.
Yeah,
you right. I just don't like how they treat the HBCU talent.
Yeah, we don't either. But draft status is about money,
right? And that's fine. But still, at the end of the day, the point I was trying to make was, in the last 5 years, you tell me a player that got drafted from an HBCU. I don't know.
But
I'm saying it might have been one, but I don't know one.
I also can tell you.
PV had 2.
Speaking of Miami, how many players at Miami? And Miami outweighs the HBCU school. How many players at Miami win the draft and you drafted?
That's true. That's true.
I mean, so it go both ways. There's a whole lot of guys that go to these.
That's true.
Power 5 schools and leave undrafted.
Right. You're right. I forgot about that name.
So the schools they say don't mean you're gonna get drafted. And I'm sure everybody's watching. Landon is about to pull up, so we got to get it started with him here in a minute.
Yeah, that's my thing. At the end of the day, the young man's about to be. He's getting money that it's unheard of, being a college football player at Jackson State. The benefit of being coached by the best, man. He's number 1 player in the country. Right. He ain't number 1 player in the country for nothing.
Right.
Number 1. I can see if you talking about a 3-star, right? 4-star, 3-star, but you talking about the number 1 player in the country.
Mm-hmm. I mean, think about it. They just go back, through like throughout the years. What's the guy, the outside linebacker for Buffalo? I mean, he came from Buffalo.
Oh, Matt. Oh my God.
Like they found him.
Yeah.
And of course, the level.
Was he HBCU?
No, he's at a small school.
At a small school.
Oh, okay.
See, but they found him. They could have said, well, the level of competition he played wasn't up to par with playing in SEC.
Right.
Because it's not.
Right.
But his skill set says otherwise.
But we can go back. We can go all the way down to when Big Ben played. Ben Roethlisberger. Randy Moss was elite talent anyway, but some of the other players.
And once his beloved quarterback.
Wentz.
Yes.
Yes.
That's what I say. And what's that kid? Trey Lance.
Trey Lance. Same. Yeah. So.
Yeah, but back to what Donnie was kind of saying this morning. They still treat that differently than they treat
not
HBCU
anymore. It is changing. It's gonna change though.
I mean, that's fine.
And he could be the start of the trend, man. Look.
And because I do feel like they treat him. They do treat him. That's why Deion is trying to do what he's doing.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious they get treated different.
Right.
It's obvious that they don't get the looks they should, and so many guys in HBCU schools are more talented than some of the guys that get drafted to the combine.
Mm-hmm. He made emphasis on like one of the greatest running backs of all time came from Jackson State, Walt Payton.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Walt Payton.
I did not know that until just now.
I think Chauncey Billups came from Jackson State.
So now Jackson State got a roster of kids, well, I guess players that was damn good. Yeah. That hold some type of jacket from after playing in the league. Yeah.
I did not know.
Walter Payton.
I did not know that. And which I said, because I think it's a lot of. I mean, I remember when we were talking a while back on the show about kids. I think it's D2 kids that are way better than some of these D1
I mean,
kids.
look at the guy from the Patriots, the one that came from he was at a D3 school, and he starts in the NFL on the line. No, for the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers, SAU.
Yes, that's a prime example.
For the Bucks.
Yeah, he's a lineman. He started.
SAU.
I'm not quite sure.
Was he like a left tackle or something?
Not like a guard or a center.
Yeah, he started in Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yes.
Man,
that's crazy.
You get your shot, you shine, you shine, man.
Again, no, if you're good, they're gonna find you.
Come on, we talking about we can even go for a player who changed position. Look at Jason Peters being a tight end in Arkansas. I don't care if it is D1.
To a Hall of Fame left tackle.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. It can
I
happen.
don't care. They could have gave me 30 and I was going. They could have gave me 30,000.
I'm out.
Hey, hey, Big Pressure, you right, big dog.
Jerry Rice, greatest of all time.
So again, I wish more kids of that kid status would go to these HBCU schools, so these HBCU schools can get built up just like some of these other schools. Cause man, there's some universities right now that's in these Power 5 conference. They ride the wave from these other schools,
Right.
cause they suck.
Right.
We got the man of the hour pulling up. He just walked in, so we go ahead and get this going with Big Landon Jackson.
Big Landon Jackson.
Hey, what's going on, big dog?
What's going on?
Man, I'm sure you got a whole lot of people is wondering how did how did this happen? You got a whole lot of people highly appreciative of the fact that you chose their school. Hey,
I can be a little salty, but you know, it's all good. It's about the kid.
hey man, so man, if you would, if you don't mind, man, just give us the I guess the process, the reason why you decided that purple and gold was no longer for you, and you chose to go to the Ville, down the hill,
Yeah.
to finish out, your college career.
I mean, there was a lot of stuff that really went into it. I've been thinking on it for a few months, stayed a little quiet about it. But, I mean, just throughout my time there, I wasn't super happy, and I just wanted to be at a place that would make me happy. And going into it, I mean, my final thing that really made my decision was whenever Coach O got fired, because that was a big reason why I went there in the first place. And then I kind of went into the portal knowing where I was going, to be honest. That's why I just went ahead and took a visit and then committed on the visit. And, I mean, a big reason why I went up there is I got a lot of family there, a lot of friends, just support,
Yeah.
So that was a big part that went into my decision.
I got you. Hey, for the people who, because it may seem like he's been gone for a very long time, but he just graduated last year.
Right.
Hey, so I'm going to remind y'all on how big of a freak this kid was. So Donovan, go ahead and hit them highlights. My man is still that dude. So let's not forget. I always call him the big freak because that's what I thought he was, a big freak. Because that is what you call. He is a definition of a football player.
Yeah.
Well, I miss seeing you out there. I can't. I can't wait to see you out there again, man. Scoop and score.
Get up and get out of here.
Big man got tired for a little bit though. You just so much bigger than everybody in high school.
Did you get held 90% of the time?
For the most part. I barely remember that LE game.
Look at Big Marcus down at the bottom. That's the best damn duo Texarkana ever have.
Agreed.
Man, as fast as you were moving, did you feel like you were moving that fast?
Nah.
Man, say I wanted to show his highlights, because he again he's recently just graduated, but I think people may have forgotten how gifted this kid was or how gifted this kid is. I'll say this until I can't say no more. This kid is gonna be one of the greatest football players to ever come out of this area.
Man, like for every stride he take, I gotta take 6 steps.
But man, I just wanted to again remind all the viewers of what this guy is and what Arkansas just been blessed with. This kid is a talent that you don't see often. Man, you got a little brother that puts on the number 40 jersey, you know, in honor of his big brother.
Yeah.
You know, you done went through the whole process of where he's trying to go. Mm-hmm. What advice would you give him? What advice do you give him or anyone else who's trying to get to the point where you're at when it comes to this high school football, and hoping you get offers and all that good stuff?
In my personal opinion, when you got somebody blessed with this kind of size and speed and everything, I mean, at the end of the day, you just got to play hard, you know? Mm-hmm. Play hard every snap, and you're going to make the plays. The plays going to come right to you. So, I mean, really just play hard and, I mean, live up to the 40.
Hey.
In other words,
hey, yeah.
Right. Put it on tape.
Hey, but you are right. You are correct. Now, the fact that he is wearing, because I'm going to say your number, because I don't know anybody else who came from KG that wore 40. If you did, you wasn't good. So I'm gonna say it like that. So you made 40, and of course, just based off what you did, which was a rare fashion, and little brother coming up, and he has the body size. So off the top, I feel like the shoes that he had to wear was tremendous because he's Landon Jackson, little brother, and everybody expects him to be you. Mm-hmm. And if they say they not, they are.
They are.
They are. That's the pressure you put on siblings that has an older sibling that's just that guy. Everybody expects the younger one to follow suit. And I mean, I'll be honest with you, man. He may be doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Throughout the season, I mean, every game
he got better.
He got better. He played harder
and
he did. Better technique. So
yeah, he did.
I was proud of him.
That's an advantage he has with you, though.
What do you say?
That technique side. That's an advantage that he has.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So let me ask you a question. So with going over to Arkansas, knowing that, I mean, I'm pretty sure it's a big possibility that you'll be. They'll need you now, especially with losing people like Trey Williams and Bumper and. We don't know if Ridgeway's coming back yet. I think he is. I'm not sure. And Hayden Henry and Buster, just knowing that those type of guys are going to be gone, knowing that that's something that's coming to you that you might be needed now. Are you ready for that?
Oh, I'm extremely ready.
I know you are.
That's another big reason I chose there. I'm extremely ready. I was talking to the coaches, and they were talking and saying like. Their main 3 rotating D linemen are all gone.
They're gone.
So, I mean, they were talking to me, and they said they got a couple guys there that they plan on using. And they said, but for the most part, they plan on getting most of their guys out the portal this year because they didn't have a super. We only got one other D end in the 2022 recruiting class.
And that's old boy from Little Rock,
JJ.
Yeah, JJ. Yeah, and that was one of the things that I was happy about you coming over there because I know Coach Odom runs a lot of that 3-man front to where you got to have length and be able to stick your head in that hole and play that 5-man front with 3 men, and we're glad to have you. That's all I can say.
Hey, Todd Bingham, want me to ask you who was your first football team you ever played for?
Are we finna talk about Little League football?
Yeah. Razorbacks.
Hey, the Razorbacks.
Here we go.
Okay. So we're coming to full circle now.
Yeah.
Hey. But man, throughout the was it a hectic decision to actually leave down there in what do y'all call that stadium down that way? In
Death
LSU?
Valley.
Was it like a like man, like I don't know, what was it like a real hard decision or?
I mean, I wouldn't, not too much to be honest
I
with you,
got
because
you.
like, to be honest, Arkansas has always been home,
I got you.
and so it's just like I'm going back home, and then like down there, to be real, I had surgery 5 weeks into the season,
Yeah,
so I was just, I mean,
I got you.
just hurt most of the year.
Never connected really.
Never really got to fully connect with the
Yeah.
like.
I got you.
I
So
mean,
there's
fan base and
there's no
everything.
bond or anything that you created down there. So
Not too much.
I got you.
So.
And you could tell that, coach, you would coach your guys, all of those guys
Yeah,
that are
that's-
in the portal. So
Exactly.
it's kind of hard playing for a guy that,
And like I understand most of those guys that went there that are like diehard, like been Louisiana
Yeah, kids,
boys
yeah.
their whole life.
Yeah.
Like of course they're not gonna say. I mean, of course they're not gonna leave.
Right.
But like a guy like me I was there to play for a
Yeah.
coach that was
O.
a D-line
Right.
guru. So, I mean, once he was out, that was really it.
yeah, there's most of them was childhood dreams for these kids to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. They was pretty much born and bred
Yeah.
to put that purple and gold or yellow, however you want to put it on. So, man, there's a whole lot of participants, especially in this part of town, 'cause your home. There's a whole lot of people excited about your decision. 'Cause I would love to see the ratio of people far as I know LSU is outnumbered as far as in Texarkana.
Right.
There are LSU fans in Texarkana, but it's not quite as many as Longhorns and Razorbacks.
There are more Razorbacks.
And I was just gonna say that I'm pretty sure there's more Razorbacks in this part of town than it is, in other schools. So that alone gives the hometown, which I'm thinking like I'm pretty sure the hometown was. Well, I'm positive the hometown was rooting for you, but now it's gonna be a different type of root because now you at their beloved school, so they're gonna really be rooting for you now. So
You're a household name now. I mean, you are. I mean, being back to this. I mean, you were before because over here playing for PG in this area, over at least in this corner of town. But now, man, we backing you.
And I forgot pretty much all your friends are at Fayetteville, huh?
Yeah, almost every one of them.
Yeah.
man, what about my boy Reese? He up there too?
Foster.
No, Reese Buck.
Oh, Reed.
Reed, yeah, Reed.
No, Reed's still down here right now. But
Oh,
like
okay.
Cartwright, Sergio,
They all up there.
Cobb's at a junior college that's kind of close to
I got
that
you.
area. So I mean, most of them are up there in that
Old
area.
Buck.
So let me ask you something, Landon. So not knowing that you're back like closer to home, because I mean I feel like Fayetteville's closer to Texarkana, and knowing that you're back around because you have family up there, right?
Yep, I got an aunt and uncle.
Right, and then with everybody, like some of your buddies from school, how much more relieved do you feel going into the football season now, knowing that you had that support closer to you, as far as if, like you said, when you had surgery, open up in an area you weren't familiar with, now you have somebody to where if you need to see somebody, you don't have to see them on a FaceTime or something.
See, that was my biggest thing. Like being up there, if I ever have a bad day or something, I could just head to my aunt and uncle's house,
Right.
eat dinner with my family and everything.
Right.
And I mean, it's the closest thing to home. So
Right.
Like being in high school,
Yeah,
back
exactly.
at home.
I got you.
So the elephant in the room, I can't wait to see you get some in there. I don't want to know your business, but I can't wait to see you get some money. Everybody else get it.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I never been to a Razorback game.
You don't know what you missing.
I never had no desire
I'm rooting for Landon.
to go
Like I
to
said,
a
here we
Razorback
go.
game. And of course, I got my boy Day up there,
Day.
and I should have been took a trip, but now I got two boys up there. So I will be attending my first Razorback game.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, I'm going. I think me and Walt talked about it. Did we not?
Hey, Walt,
Yes.
make him wear a shirt.
No.
No, he ain't got to
Make
work.
him
Don't push it.
No, don't make him push it. But don't let him wear a Miami shirt though. Don't let him wear a Miami
Hey,
shirt.
no, what I'm gonna do? I am gonna wear Miami.
Here we go.
Ain't nothing wrong
And I'm gonna have a sticker. One side say Landon, and one side say Day.
It's gonna have a hog on it though. Make sure it
Yes,
have a hog.
gonna have a hog on it. I'm gonna have a sticker, but I am rocking
And
my
make sure
gear.
he called the hog.
I was telling my wife, I was like my favorite hog was McFadden, but now that Jalen Catalon's coming back,
Yeah, man.
that's
that was
that's
huge.
my guy, and I was telling her, I was like, now I need to now that Landon's coming and Catalan's staying.
So who was that?
I a monster,
Jalen
boy.
Catalan, free safety.
Oh,
He's a monster.
Good ball.
Baller.
man.
First rounder.
I'm surprised he didn't go this year.
Me too.
So,
pick up your
so
first
you
rounder.
saying I know you're talking about. What was he had a single digit number, right? Or no?
Yeah, number 1.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you saying he's a better Razorback than McFadden?
Jalen Catalan's pretty good.
Man, McFadden.
Nah, he ain't better
No,
than
no, no.
McFadden.
I didn't say he. I said out of my
Come
favorite.
on now.
I said out of my
Whoa.
favorite.
Hey, he a
hogs.
good defensive player, but he ain't no McFadden.
Now McFadden, he's my
Second.
as of right now, that's like my all-time great favorite was McFadden.
I mean that's good. I was just saying that's just those are my favorite hogs. You know,
Yeah.
like my all-time favorite.
Catalan would be a first rounder.
Yeah, he's going.
Yeah.
And I don't have any anymore because I'm not a Razorback fan, but he was just
I heard
crazy.
I heard you let it out your heart just then. It's
He
okay.
was just
His
crazy.
all-time favorite.
The echo out
No,
of your heart.
Arkansas.
His 2 favorite players are Ricky Williams and McFadden.
No. No, the name y'all give inside yourselves. No. For other schools, those are the only 2 other guys I like.
Yeah,
Now, the Miami guys are still up top.
of course.
I got you.
Man, it would have been real nice though if you were down in South Beach though. Down there in South Beach though, playing for the new coach Mario Cristobal.
He texted me
Did he?
right before my visit, yeah, on Twitter.
It'd been better if he was on the 40. He would play fast. Started day 1.
Somebody down in Austin.
Yeah, he would be the 40
Everybody trying
start.
to go down there,
He
Otis.
be on the 40 start.
Ain't nobody trying to go down.
Hey,
Hey,
we got rid of all the other players. Another 40 starting day 1.
Hey, now I do want to know this though, because hopefully Arkansas can somehow or another get mastered with Texas again. So, this past year, they spanked Texas, like seriously, like a little old baby. Hey, how do you feel about Again, I know at one point coming out of high school, Texas was up in your top, but now the school that you're going to just recently spanked Texas. Like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, should have happened.
He would say that.
Hey,
He would say that.
I'm just saying, hey, my man.
It did happen. It happened. All right.
Hey, but can I ask you a question though? Because Arkansas play LSU every year.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna sense some type of feeling in that game, or since the fact that you wasn't there long enough to even feel or get attached to LSU, or will it be just another game?
It'll be more so the deal that I'm playing against all my boys, because like my roommate from last year, he started at left and right tackle throughout the season. He got freshman All-American on offensive line, so that was like one of my best friends while I was down there.
I got
I'll be
you.
going against them every play next season. So
Oh, okay. So we'll be a
it'll be
little
pretty
bit
fun.
different.
Yeah, it'll be
I
more
got you.
so the bonds that I have with some of the players
Yeah.
rather than the school.
Yeah.
So
Now, of course, so do you consider your former teammate, Marcus Burris, do you consider him because 1-0 against you, or you 1-0 against him now? Because A&M beat LSU, right?
no, they didn't. We won.
Oh, no, I'll be there.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
Or are you 2-0?
2-0.
So you
2-0
2-0
basically.
Hey, Marcus Burris. So if you watching Big Dog, one you gonna watch later. Hey, Landon is 2-0 against you.
Tell Mr. Who is this? Mosley. We're not sleeping on Montari. Montari first round.
Yeah,
first round pitch.
Montero going to the league.
Yeah.
Montero one of
we're
the
not
best
sleeping on
corners we
Brown
done
either.
had. No.
But who said it was? Who said
Somebody said we're sleeping on him. Like, no.
No.
But he's not a McFadden.
No.
No, he's not a McFadden.
So
He's good.
yeah, he's good. But we talking about a legend.
Right.
McFadden is a legend. Come on now. Yeah. Don't do that.
Man should have a streak.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about Buster not too long ago, but
Yeah.
he just
No.
inserted himself into a whole lot of money
Yes, he did.
just by getting first team all SEC. Because I think that hold more weight than the other all Big 12, all Pac-12,
Yeah.
all ACC.
That's the closest you can get to All-American.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Being first
Yeah.
team all SEC
You basically all American.
means
Exactly.
a lot.
Yeah, everybody knows he's like that. Because he's what second in FBS right now?
Hey,
I think so.
at his position. Yeah.
So you're a stat man. He here. I got to do it.
Here we go. Come
You're
on.
a stat man. You posted on this thing that you believe in stats.
I do believe in stats.
Your boy wasn't even in the top 10 in hardly anything.
Who?
KJ, your Heisman candidate. Your Heisman hopeful. So I just wanted to say that right
I
there.
mean, that's fine.
So, I mean, you said stats, and
Hey, man, I need to
that's
give a
fine.
quick shout out to the shortest coach in Texarkana, Eric Sutton. Man, I would love to see you beside Eric Sutton.
He coached at Texas right
Yeah.
now.
It kind of like that Kevin Hart, Shaquille O'Neal picture.
with his head on the head.
Eric head probably come to your waist.
How's TK doing right now?
He doing pretty good, man.
Who they got in the bowl game?
They didn't make it. That's why the
didn't make
coach
one?
got let go.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a whole new coach. They got the Texas
Didn't
Texas Tech.
they just beat Miami in a bowl game like 2 years ago?
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that though. We ain't gonna talk about that no
And,
more.
and Oklahoma State.
Now, see what happened was,
Okay.
I need Oklahoma State to win.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
I need to win. But I gave them a parting gift, you know what I mean? I like, hey, my son down there, and y'all take it easy on my team. I mean, well, my son's team, you know what I mean? And, of course, they did. And we got beat. So I appreciate that for giving my son that dub. Actually, I hated it.
I know you did.
I hated it.
I know you did.
Because that's something, unless Miami plays them again, that's something he'll forever be able to say.
Didn't you say you went over there with him and you had all your Miami stuff on?
Yeah, I did. That's one thing that he got on me right now that I can never top until we play him again. And hopefully we never play him again. So therefore, I will never be able to redeem that.
Never gonna redeem yourself.
Nah, that sucks, man.
Landon, you in the mix is like the portal issue. Is it worse than what it looks like on the outside from what we're looking at when it comes? Because you've been there with kids. You've been in the portal situation. You got other
Yeah.
kids in the portal.
No, I mean, for me it wasn't too hard. I mean, I just
Yeah, 'cause he was in and out.
Yeah, I went to the
Yeah.
admin. I went to the admin facility, put my name in. They said something about taking 2 days, this and that. So I got my mom to call up there, and then when she called, they got it done within like 5 minutes. And then my name was entered. I went to my room, packed my stuff up in like 30 minutes, and then back to Texas. Yeah.
But like some of those guys are probably still in the portal. Though, huh?
Yeah. But like if you going in the portal and actually trying to have a whole like new recruitment, like don't know where you going, then it's probably a lot tougher. But me, I had in mind where I was going a week before. So whenever I entered the portal, I had probably about 150 to 200 text messages, and I picked up UTSA's call because that's Coach Traylor. I've
Of
always
course,
been
respect.
cool with him and everything, and just told him straight up what I planned on doing. Picked up his call, and then Arkansas, and that was it. So
I mean, because it would have been kind of sort of like getting recruited as a highly ranked high school player all over again.
exactly.
Which I can imagine that was hectic. When you was getting recruited, especially the status that you was in.
Yeah.
People, sometimes it comes, and I ain't gonna lie, like whenever him and Marcus was getting recruited, my phone rung so much, trying to figure out what can they do to get them. Like, and what was crazy, I got annoyed by it.
I bet.
Because I was getting called every day to get asked the same questions. Has anything changed? Not since yesterday. Like, they'll call me in the morning. They would call me they'll call me at 8 something in the morning. They'll call me, it's always at 10 o'clock at night. Ain't nothing changed from 8 and 10.
No,
Hey,
you
so
used,
anything changed? No.
you used to tell us during workouts like, oh, Coach Price just called
Yeah,
again.
hey, man, they used to call and call and call. And I'll never forget my phone blew up out the door whenever he committed to LSU. And they was like, especially Texas. Texas was the main one, Coach Giles. He kept calling my phone. Hey, man, so what I got to do? What I got to do? I don't know. but hey, I do not know.
My little brain would have been running. Let me see.
But so I was getting
I ain't gonna
annoyed
lie.
from the calls from the coaches. So I can imagine when you have however many schools. So every school wasn't calling my phone. Only certain schools were. So I can imagine if these players that has all these schools coming after him, and all the calls and texts and the tweets.
Right.
Man, that has to get kind of tiring.
I bet. It probably gets annoying a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm of course, as soon as you enter the portal, like the whole world knew.
Yeah.
It's like everybody sat at the screen, and as soon as they see Landon Jackson's name hit, boom.
It started with like 30 seconds after I entered my name in. Arkansas called me, so I picked up, talked to them, and just talked to their whole staff. And then right after that call, I got about 5 messages from reporters, like asking if it's true. And I'm like, I mean, you looking at the same screen I just looked at. I mean, it's true. So I didn't even respond to them. And then after like 10 minutes, that's when the flow of coaches just started coming in.
Yeah.
And it's like for about 2 days straight, it was just nonstop. Just because you got to think about it. When you enter the portal, nobody really knows for what. Like, it could be grades. So I had almost every junior college in the nation texting me, too, just in case my grades were messed up or something.
Yeah.
So I had all the junior colleges, all the Big 12, and then most of SEC.
I've been blocking folks.
So during that process, then when you was trying to, before you went, put out there that you was going to Arkansas. So what did you do, man? Did you put your phone on silent? Like, so how did you? So did you just put do not disturb on your phone? Because I'm sure you didn't keep wanting your phone to be ringing.
Yeah, I just turned off all my notifications besides messages and my phone. Like, I turned off my Twitter, Instagram, all that, and then I always keep my message notifications on just to be safe. But I just kind of ignored it,
So, man, what are you looking forward? Because like I said, it seems like I hear a little bit more excitement in your voice, to be honest. The fact that you're going to the hill, isn't that what y'all call it, the hill? The hill.
I think it's
In
more
the
than about
field.
football, though. It's boy. It's friends.
But I hear a little bit more excitement in your voice. Man, what are you looking forward to, man, when you put that what do y'all call y'all colors?
Crimson.
Boy, we ain't wearing no crimson.
Cardinal,
Cardinal, don't you?
Cardinal red.
Hey, now, hold on.
Hey, so what are you
You
looking
need to be
forward
wearing crimson.
No, I don't.
And also, are you gonna be number 40?
That's something I still got to talk about.
Oh, okay.
I'm not too sure if I'm either going to be 40 or a single digit number.
I got you.
That's what's up.
Because they got a linebacker that's 40 right now.
Man, 5.
But
That 5
I'm gonna talk
good
to
on you.
I'm going to talk to
I
the
was
coaches and
thinking
figure that
six,
out. But I'm most excited about really just getting my knee healed up.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
just getting fully healthy. Because
Get ready.
even last season, this ankle injury was still lingering. So
I got
this
you.
feels great now. Now I just got to I'm just ready to be healthy and
got
then
you.
get back on the field and do what I know I can do. Because, I mean, these past 2 years have just been injury.
I want to ask you one thing before anything gets wrapped up. So, how happy is your mom?
She was somewhat happy, but y'all, you won't believe this. My dad was very happy.
Oh, yeah?
He was really happy. Yeah.
Let me ask this, man. Well, I had some question to ask, but then I lost what I thought. So, so let me think about it a little bit. Man, actually, I forgot. So,
Well, I'll ask him another one.
Yeah, ask him
so
another
you,
one.
you said when you went, one of the reasons why you went to LSU because of the guru you had on defense. How you feel about playing for Coach Odom? Because he's not too shabby.
Oh, that was every time I talk to Coach Odom. I mean, it sounds like he has a great plan for me.
Yeah.
So I'm ready to see what it's looking like.
Give it to him.
hey, I forgot about that.
That was crazy.
So how is that with that process with your coach? What down the road, Coach Odom gets a job. How does the recruits feel after that? I mean, they're playing for this guy. They've been playing for this guy. You came. They go to school for these guys. What was the guys like? I don't want to talk about LSU. What if that happens in this situation?
In this situation, I mean, I'm obviously going. I'm gonna stay.
You're riding,
Yeah, because I love There's so much more about Arkansas than just that. The thing about LSU is it was literally, I was basically there just for that.
Football, yeah.
So
Right.
I mean, if I'm at Arkansas where I'm loving everything about it, and I got my spot, I'm playing, I'm balling. I mean,
So you are there for the community, for the school, for the because
exactly. Like, I'm there. Whenever that was my biggest thing. Whenever I hit the portal, I was like, I mean, screw going somewhere for a coach. That's why you just need to go somewhere you know you're gonna love regardless,
Right.
whoever's the coach.
Hey, y'all hear that out there, right? Go somewhere where you're going to love, not the coach.
So, so basically, you made this decision for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got you.
And everybody's out there in the fandom world that they can only do but respect that.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And if they don't,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
who
Right.
cares?
Who cares? It's your life. So
Yeah, they can respect it.
real quick. So have you been around kids that may have gotten that conversation to say you might need to hit the portal?
What'd you say?
Have you been around kids in a situation where you've been around players of the previous things that they were told to hit the portal?
Like that they were talking to?
Yeah, that they told them it might be best for them to hit the
Like-
portal.
Like the coaches?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't even know.
Yeah, I mean they would never tell you that.
No,
They just
nobody ever really told me that. but-
Cause imagine, man. Of course, everybody knows now that you don't put on some hellish size. Man, get these people your measurements now, man.
I'd say pushing 6'7", right there about 6'7", and then I'm hopping from around 270, 275.
I got you. Y'all heard it. So you Arkansas fan, y'all getting a little giant.
where you want to be.
If I can get to 280 but healthy, like
Yeah.
Hey,
put on about 5 more
Don't
pounds,
be
then
trying to get information out of this hall to where y'all gonna try to find one for Texas
This is
like
an
that.
individual play like his
That's
playing away for him. I don't.
you
I'm
gonna
rooting for the kid at the
You
end of the
gonna know.
day.
You gonna know when he out there putting y'all on
This
y'all
kid
back.
is from Texarkana, man. This ain't got nothing to do with.
Hey, you right. Check this out. Donovan.
I'm a Horn fan, but
Donovan,
it's
go
about
on,
the
give
kid.
him a
It's
mile
about
high
Landon.
salute. This is what we do up here. Hook
It's
'em.
about
That's what we
Landon.
do.
I
Hey, what we
mean,
do up
That's
here?
what
Hook
we
'em.
this is all about Landon. I want Landon to succeed in football. I don't care if he sacked the quarterback in Texas. Man, I'm gonna be rooting for Landon.
Now,
I ain't gonna
now
call the
imagine this
Hogs.
though. No, outside of your injury, and now you back out there. Are you? So I'm assuming you looking forward to back out on the football field. Period. Do you still have the same? Should I say goal? To make it to the main stage.
oh yeah, that's the whole reason why I do it.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, that's been my goal since I was young. I mean, I got to do all I can to get there. So
I got
that's
you.
another that's the reason I came. Honestly, like I got to make a decision that's gonna lead me to make it to that. I mean, just the easier path, to
got
make
you.
it there.
Yeah.
So
He's trying to put it on tape.
exactly.
You got to.
So, I mean,
but don't take. Yeah.
ain't no way you get there if you playing
Right.
one season that's average. I mean, I'm trying to, because I only got 3 seasons left because I didn't get my redshirt year. So I mean,
Don't even talk about that because when I realized
Yeah.
that, man,
Got screwed over.
I would have
Yeah.
just definitely.
But
probably-
I'm gonna say this though, and it's not a knock as LSU, but it's obvious LSU is gonna have to be in a rebuilding stage.
yeah,
Right.
Arkansas not so much.
nah, I don't come up.
My personal opinion, Arkansas is one of those schools that's about to come up and be a mainstay in the SEC. That's gonna be versus them okay with winning 7 games, make it to a bowl. I think it's gonna get to a point where a 10 game season is gonna be the bar, which I feel like that's a so that's why I feel like it's a good pick because you're going to a school now. Cause the prestige of LSU is what it is. You can't just knock them because they just won the title 2 years
Exactly.
ago. But they have somewhat fallen off and they are rebuilding because people are going to the portal. In Arkansas, you can see it little by little. You saw it when the first year when Pittman was there. Even though the record didn't necessarily, if you just seen the record, you're like, oh, they suck.
Yeah.
But you had to watch the product that was on the field. They was actually in the games.
Exactly.
They just didn't win them. Year 2, they was really in the games and they won some more than they lost, and some could have went this way. They would have won those games.
Yeah,
But I think Arkansas is on the rise, and I think that's a matter of fact, when I
Here we go. Boy, he be co-signing like crazy.
hey,
man.
what did I
My-
tell you? What did I tell
Same guy
you?
that named them pot-bellied pigs.
I did say that.
See, he was poking. He was just poking the
He
fire
just-
I
with a
always do
hot
that.
stick.
Yeah, that's what I do. If I told him, because I
He
didn't tell
did.
him where you was going, Cause he kept, hey, like, man, you ain't gonna tell me,
Hey, Landon. Landon,
man.
when I didn't tell him, I already knew though.
hey, he didn't know.
Yes, I did.
I sure texted him and asked. Hey,
Everybody was asking me.
the report they did saying you were going in the portal. I screenshotted and sent it to him, and I put about 12 looking eyes on there. Hey, and he did text me right back. So I was like, I'm sure he knows. And then he sent me a face with a zipper across his mouth. I said, don't do me like that, man.
But I told him, I said it's a good fit. Did I not say that?
Yeah, he did.
I
He
said,
did
man,
say that.
everybody will find out when they find out. But I personally feel this is a great fit for him, which I do. I feel like it's a great fit. I feel like Arkansas got lucky to get
did.
you. That's how I feel. Like I don't think schools. I don't think the kids be lucky to be at the school they at. I think the schools be lucky to have the kids.
I think one of the best schools that around the kids, Arkansas has shown more love to kids around here. Went to Arkansas, and they've been successful on the field. I mean, they've been successful.
They basically count here in state, you know.
Right.
So they're gonna treat you like an in-state kid.
Right.
y'all see Jemison.
Yeah.
Hey, that boy Jemison always on something. But
Hey man, I'm not doing that today.
hey, okay, let me ask you a quick question. Some of these high school state games. You know, you just graduated last year. You know, Gilmer is playing. Who they playing again? China Springs. Who you going with?
I gotta go with Gilmer.
You
Going to
gotta
Gilmer.
go again.
Yeah, that's where I used to go.
Yeah.
I gotta
You
go
know
with
that
him.
I got
kid.
you.
You know these
Yeah,
kids.
no, I knew that. I just want him to know to make a pick. So Jemison, you got Landon Jackson on your side, big dog. He riding with Gilmer.
That's who I'm riding with too.
Yeah.
I'm riding with Gilmer.
After watching
You
that
got
game,
to from East Texas.
Yeah.
after that game from last week, man, I just do not see anybody slowing that passing game up, man.
Man, China Springs.
They're
They
so
said
quick
China
with it.
Springs can play though.
No, they can
said
play.
China can play, man.
They can
But
play.
I think Gilbert still wins the game.
I think it's gonna be a close game. Every second's gonna count.
I think they gonna try to focus on Llewellyn so much that Tennyson gonna get loose. He ain't had to do that this year.
I'm ready to see it.
Yeah.
I'm ready
And
to
that's
see
the
it.
quarterback, right?
He didn't have to get loose this
he
year.
ain't got loose
But
yet.
boy, when he get loose,
He can go. He can go.
I'm gonna be tuned in. It's tomorrow at what 11 o'clock? No,
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
3 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
It's an
tuned
11
in
to 3
somewhere.
game.
3.
It's at the Star.
Is it?
Yeah.
Or
I thought they had a 3 o'clock game last year.
I know. I don't know. I looked at it last night because I
They
was
showed
like,
3 o'clock.
No, it's
I
at
was
3 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah, I was seeing to see if it was gonna be a Thursday like night game or something. So I just
I'm about to put my truck in tie some type of object till my steering wheel keeps turning and I keep going to circles.
Hey, circles. You gonna be doing this?
so my job think I'm driving. And I can watch these games.
I changed my TV services. I don't even have the channels. I'm gonna go watch. The
Yeah,
games
so
everywhere, man.
that's what I plan on doing. And they can know, hey, he's still working. He out there. He driving around somewhere.
Hey,
Same spot, but he is moving.
get somebody a wig. Hey, drive around the parking lot.
who's in the 6A games this year?
Is it
Man, you have
I know it's Duncanville North Shore again.
Katie? I mean Westlake and
Is Oak Cliff 6?
Guy.
Yeah, Oak Cliff.
Westlake and Guy is in the 6A.
Oh, and then Oak Cliff's 5A.
5A.
Yeah.
Oak Cliff's 5A.
because you got Dunkerville playing. Who they
North
got?
Shore.
No, sure.
Now we had some yesterday that went down. I don't necessarily remember
some
the
blowouts.
scores of these
Blowouts.
games.
Hey man, Shiner got a running back. Probably one of the best. He's gonna be one of the best players in the country. Shiner, a little small.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he had 384 yards in one game.
Yeah, of course they won. This is a 2A Division One. They won 47-12.
And that's the one with the big running back?
Yeah.
Slash defensive tackle?
Yeah.
No, that was his brother.
Hey.
That was his brother.
They're brothers, right?
They're brothers.
Okay, I thought
They're brothers.
that's the one. I
Mart
think he's
this year?
Doug.
Who?
Mart, they're always in it.
They got
No,
beat.
they got beat.
They got beat 24-20 before the championship. That was crazy.
I was watching them run that ball last night, and I said, "Man, what
So,
do they have this big man?"
I think
back
it's
here
Gunner
cutting that
and
rock for
Franklin tonight. There's
So 3A starts. No, Division 2A Division 2 starts at 11. 3A starts at the Barkin Lorena. They play at a 3A Division 1.
that's Division 2.
At
It's
3.
tonight?
Yes, and then at 7 you have 3A Division 2 Franklin and Gunter, and then tomorrow, to me, like all those others I just said, to me, it starts tomorrow.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
I don't know, man.
I mean, football starts tomorrow.
Well,
For me,
Franklin Gunner got a couple D1 players.
I don't care that I say it for me.
That's
For
why.
all, for all of us.
Hey, I'm telling you, man. When I watched that game last night, I was like, "What am I watching? This doesn't
Man,
even look
it's a
like
different
Texas
scene.
football."
But Shauna do that to everybody, though, man. That's the problem.
But
it wasn't. It didn't.
But those smaller schools, the
It's so many
skillful
schools, bro.
players, because it'd be different than at the bigger schools level.
That's the problem with Texas. It's just too many schools now.
Goodness gracious.
They opened up new schools now.
So
high schools.
Shiner is the one that had the the brothers,
Twins,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so the other school that was there, I don't even Henfrieden or whatever.
Holly or
Like,
know
man, those
existed,
kids, their D tackle looked like he was like 130 pounds soaking wet.
bro. You go through that quarter of 59, you got Tennehaw, you got all them little schools down there, Corrigan, Camden. I mean, them small schools, but they all schools.
But anyhow, man, I appreciate you coming up here, man, sharing, you know, your reason behind going to the hill in the Ville. So that I should make a T-shirt that.
What?
Going to the hill in the Ville.
Man, you know, you
Hey,
you
hey, well,
a
Arkansas
closet
fan, you
guy,
know where
man.
that-
No, I wouldn't.
Going to a game day, going to the hill in the Ville.
Man, you
That's dope. Hey, don't.
That sounds like a middle-aged
matter of
mom shirt.
Hey,
Right there.
hey, if anybody copyright that, I'm suing you. That's my slogan. I made it up today. Hey, so therefore, I claim that slogan. Going to the going to the hill in the Ville.
You're gonna be able to write that off as a loss.
Hey, no, check us out. That's gonna be landing first NIL deal.
Well,
Landing first NIL deal, right there. He gonna them.
He gonna be like, Len, I just need you to give me my money back on these shirts.
But hey, but man, I do appreciate you coming over here, man. I'm sure a lot of people tune in to see my sexy self. But then again, they would tune in to see and hear what Landon Jackson had to say. So I appreciate you coming up here, man. And I do, man. I'm so anxious to see whatever number you're gonna be. I'm ready to see the freak out there in somebody's between somebody's lines, whether it's at the home field or away stadium. I'm ready to see you back on that football field, man. The Lord bless you with unique, special talent. And I got spoiled watching for 4 years, and I'm ready to see some more of it. So good luck to you, man, on your new journey.
Yeah.
You know, so best luck, man.
Thank you.
Y'all gonna call it before we leave?
And if y'all,
I'm gonna call it. I don't know what he's gonna do, but I am.
And if y'all play Texas again, Donovan, give me a hook 'em. If y'all play Texas again,
Boom.
hey, hook 'em on the hill. What I say?
Thank God he forgot.
Hey, going to the hill.
On the way to the Ville or something?
I don't know. I'll remember it here in a minute. But hey, just so y'all know, hey, the holidays is coming up next week. Then you got New Year's following week. So we're gonna take a brief pause from the show. We'll be back January the 4th. So I know you're gonna be kind of wondering what you're gonna do without looking at his face every morning. Lord will figure it out for you. But that being said, this is the best sports morning show on this side of heaven because my mama said so.